Hello, what's up, everyone? Firstly, wishing each and every one of you a very happy New Year 2017. Last year, around the same time, we had done a video of the new car launches for 2016, and this year, again, I'm back with a list of all the new cars to be launched in 2017. We're going to go through the entire list alphabetically, starting off with the Audi A3. This is the A3 facelift, and this will make its way into the Indian market in the next couple of months, and will launch now with the 1.4 liter petrol. This move is probably to make the A4 feel slightly better because that is only sadly available only with the 1.4 petrol. Next up is the Audi Q5. This SUV has been already seen testing in India on the Indian roads and will soon launch in the second half of 2017. Now moving on to BMW. BMW has a very special launch lined up for this year. It is the all-new BMW 5 Series codenamed the G30. I personally am very excited about this launch of the new 5 Series as I would be closely looking at this for a replacement of my 3 Series. This should hit the Indian showrooms by around 2017 May, June. So really looking forward to it. Next up, we have something from the Chevrolet stable, and that is the Trailblazer facelift. The Trailblazer in the Indian market has one of the most potent and the powerful engines, but it is not justified as it does not have a 4x4 option. So let's move on to the next car, which is from the Ford stable, which is the EcoSport facelift. Ford will launch this facelifted version of the EcoSport in the coming months, especially to combat the Brezza by Suzuki and the other competition like the facelifted Duster, which we saw very recently, and it is doing well as well. Moving on to the Hyundai stable, and the launch lined up by Hyundai this time is the all-new, the next generation, mind you, Hyundai Verna. I truly love it, and I believe once it is launched, it may just cannibalize its elder sibling Elantra sales as well. So really looking forward to how this car performs. And now moving on to the Honda City facelift. So the facelift of the City will really help Honda to combat the Maruti Ciaz, which recently is really doing well, and the Honda City sales got hit because of the Ciaz's success. So this will really help Honda get back in the game. Moving on to the exciting launches for 2017, which is the Lexus stable. Yes, the Lexus brand is now finally going to be showing its face in India officially, and they have 3 product launches this year. All 3 might launch at the same time in the next 3 months around March. The 3 cars in question are the ES300H, which is based on the Camry, and when it is launched, it is expected to be definitely more expensive than the Camry, around the 50 lakh category. Next up is the RX 450H. This is going to be positioned opposite the Jaguar's F-Pace. And then finally we have the Lexus LX. That is nothing but the LC200 in Lexus's clothing. So that is going to be in a different zone altogether when it comes to pricing. Maruti has got totally 3 launches this year, starting off with the Suzuki Ignis. And again, it will be sold through the Nexa premium brand of Maruti, and really is a good looking product by Maruti. So the next up, we can move on to the Baleno RS. This definitely is going to be a performance hatch because this is going to be having the booster jet engine, which is the 1 liter 112 horsepower turbocharged petrol. After that, we do have the all new Maruti Swift, which is also scheduled to launch later this time of the year, probably around the 3rd quarter of 2017. So next up is going to be from the Mercedes stable, which is the W213 all new E-Class. Having spent a lot of time with the E-Class, the new E-Class in Germany, I can definitely say that this is going to be a very, very happening product in the Indian market, especially because the new 5 Series is not exactly a great looking car. The A6 is now old, so the E-Class, especially because the LWB version is going to launch in India, which is long wheelbase, it's going to be really getting popular for the Indian market and the Indian masses. So definitely is a product to look out for. Now moving on to the Maserati, and we have finally the Levante SUV lined up for 2017. This SUV should really heat up the Maserati interest in India. Whatever Maseratis were available in the Indian market till now were all low-slung low ground clearance cars. So with this special SUV, high ground clearance, it will really get popular and make the Maserati brand more accessible for people who want to buy a Maserati. So really looking forward to it again. Next up is a car which you will buy only by looking at the spoiler of the car, and that is the Porsche's Panamera. This is a truly good looking Panamera compared to the previous generation, and just looking at the spoiler and the way it operates, it will make you buy the car. Next up is from Skoda, is an SUV this time, and it is the Kodiaq. So the Kodiaq is going to be positioned around the Fortuner pricing, and that makes it around 10% to 15% more expensive than the Skoda Superb. Moving on to the Tata stable, we have totally 3 launches lined up by Tata this year, starting off with the Hexa. Next up will be the Kite sedan. Finally, the last launch from Tata is going to be the Nexon. Finally, moving to the offering by Toyota this time in 2017, starting off with the Prius. This is the all-new version. After the Prius, we're going to be having the Altis facelift. A lot of LED treatment in the front headlamps, you can see, as well as the tail lamps will get the LED treatment. And then we have the Vios. So this Vios sedan might get real good traction because this is going to be placed opposite the Hyundai Verna, the Ciaz, and other such products in the market. And now lastly, moving on to VW. VW has got 2 launches which are confirmed. One is the Passat, which is going to be positioned above the Skoda Superb. And lastly, we have the VW Tiguan, which is again a crossover SUV of sorts, and it is going to be priced around the 30 lakh price bracket. So these were the list of cars which are going to be launched in the 2017, my predictions. And if you have any queries or questions you want to ask me about the launches, you can contact me at my email ID, and I'll be happy to answer that, or you can leave a comment down below. Overall, I want to thank you guys for watching my video reviews and all the love and support shown to the channel. Many things lined up in the coming weeks, so do hang around, and thanks for watching.